What is going on, everyone? Welcome to a special edition of the Trainer Bunch. This is something we decided to do since we're all stuck in quarantine. I'm here with some of my very best friends, Stefano, Sarge, Danielle, Keperling, and Benn Fineman. They all own their own specific brands in fitness, and today we're going to be taking you through the 5 components of physical fitness. This is a 40-minute workout or so, and I'm going to be kicking us off with muscular endurance today. So we're just going to get everything loosened up with some arm circles. I hope everybody is staying healthy and staying well. If you want to have some music going, have some music going. We can't really pipe music into you. I have some in the background. So if you hear me, if you hear my music, a little BPM, that's cool. If not, you can have your own music. The only thing you're going to need for my component of the workout is a bench or a chair. All right, reverse.
You'll need a chair for me too, guys, so just make sure you hang on to that.
And if you guys love this workout, we ask that you please share it to your friends. Let them do this workout too. I think it'll be great for everybody who's hanging out at home. Pretty much just your body weight needed. All right, now we're going to go into a squat. Keep your hands inside. Come up, press them to the roof, and back down. Keep going on those. I'm going to get my little stopwatch ready for our main component. So I'm just going to give you a preview while you guys are still warming up with your squats and presses. Basically, how my muscular endurance segment's going to go. It's going to be 4 exercises. Each exercise is going to be done for 1 minute. This is your workout. You don't need to try and keep up with the trainers on the screen. You don't have to try and get a personal best. All that we ask is that you give your very best effort. I'm going to give 3 modifications for each exercise as well. The first one is going to be the preferred. Then I'm going to give it easier, an intermediate, and an advanced. So you're going to have 3 different options for each. All right, everybody feeling warm? Let's just do a little twist yet. Get that core going, and then we'll get started. So our exercise order today is going to be T-spine rotations. Keep that twist going. We're going to start with T-spine rotations. We're going to do plank underbody mountain climbers. We're going to do split lunges or Bulgarian split squats. And we're going to do 180-degree jump squats. So we'll get into those right now. All right, I'm just going to show the exercise first. T rotations, you're going to be down in push-up position. And you're just going to rotate to the side, open up that arm. Rotate to the side, open up that arm. If you're doing that, let's get started right now. Ready, set, go. If you need a modification, what you're going to do is you're going to go down on all 4s, and you're going to do a T rotation. So instead of the push-up position, you're just going to do a rotation. If you want something a little bit harder, you're going to do a push-up in between. So you're going to go down, rotate, push-up, down, rotate. And we're just going to hit those T rotations from there. Keep it going, halfway. And if on the first set you do one of the modifications and it feels a little easy, second time through, you can make it a little harder. You got 13 seconds left. Keep it going. I'm going to cut out of these a little bit early just so I can keep talking to you guys. These are going to get the heart rate going pretty good. All right, 3, 2, 1. You're stopping in push-up position. You're going to alternate right knee to left elbow and back. Left knee, right elbow. Alternating between that. Get that going. If you need a modification, you could do it off the bench or a couch where you're just going to come up on the incline, which is going to make it a little bit easier for you. And you're going to rotate across. Keep that going. We're halfway through. We're halfway through. Keep it going. Keep it going. 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. The next one's going to be 180-degree squat jumps. So you're going to hit 2 squats. 1, 2, jump. 1, 2, jump. If that's what you're doing, get started. 2 squats, 180-degree jump. If you need a modification, you have bad knees, or you don't want to do the jumping movement, you're just going to do 2. You're going to turn. 1, 2, turn. 1, 2. No need for any other modifications on that. 1, 2. 1, 2. Guys are killing it. Happy Friday. Keep it going. 15 seconds. Oh yeah. Give it the silent clap. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, if you have that chair, you're gonna put the top part of your foot back and behind you. Jump your foot forward or step your foot forward. Keep your arms up here. Come down and up. We're gonna do 30 seconds on the left side, then 30 seconds on the right side. Get started with that. If that's too hard, it gives you too much of a stretch in the quad, you can do traditional lunges right here. If you have bad knees, you can just hit a bridge from here, get a leg extension at the top, and then back down. Keep it going. Switch sides, 30 seconds to go. Find that balance. Find that burn. Show your body love. Ten seconds. Don't worry if you fall around. We all fall around on these a little bit. 3, 2, 1. That's the end of round 1. Take a rest, 1 minute. Grab some water, it's important. And again, if you feel like you're dying, you feel like your heart rate's up in the high 90s or high 80s, slow it down. This is your workout. Do what you can. So for those of you who don't know me, Formal Fitness Training is my brand. All virtual training right now. Hope you guys are having fun with this workout. We're going to do a little spotlight on all 4 of us throughout this workout. We're coming together as a community. You don't see trainers do this. This is something new. This is something that I came up with, and I figured there's no better way than taking 3 of my favorite people on this journey with me. And you guys are joining us too. All right, 3, 2, 1, T rotations. Push up, rotate. Last with me, guys, let's go. Together, we are stronger than anything that can be thrown at us. Remember that. Halfway. "15 seconds on these. Keep it going. If you need to rest, that's okay. We don't judge. Progress over perfection. Every time. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Push-up position, under body tucks, under body crossover mountain climbers. Everybody has a different name for them. Here we go. Halfway. Again, if you need a modifier, go up on that couch. Go up on that chair. Just keep moving. I'm breathing heavy too. Should all be breathing heavy. 15 seconds, 15 seconds. Keep it up, keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Up on the feet. 2 squats, 180 jump. Go. "30 seconds. By definition, muscular endurance is anything over 12 reps. So you want to get 12 reps or more when you're doing these exercises. It's applicable to the weight room too. Curling dumbbells, 12 to 20 reps. You're getting out of that muscle hypertrophy. You're going into that muscular endurance. The rest of the crew is going to be showing you the other components of fitness today, the 5 components. All right, now we're switching. Bulgarian split squat. Back foot on your bench or chair. Remember your modifiers. Go ahead. Your modifiers are regular lunges or bridges with a single leg raise. Guys are killing it. If you stand completely upright while you're doing these, you're working some different muscles like your glutes and your hammies. Lean forward a little bit more. You get a little bit more of a stretch in that butt. Switch sides. Home stretch with me, guys. Thank you so much. Keep it moving. Stefano's going to be jumping in next with muscular strength. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stefano, you are unmuted. I'm going to mute myself. Take your 1 minute rest, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Oh my goodness. Thanks for muting me anyway. I was breathing pretty heavy. I was just happy nobody could hear that. All right, guys, while we're taking our rest, make sure you grab a drink, rehydrate. It's very important. I'll just show you what we're doing real quick. So first exercise, we're just gonna have a squat with a 5-second eccentric. So what that means is on your way down, I'm gonna be counting for you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're just gonna follow along nice and slow. Pop up, down slow, 5 seconds, pop up. If you wanna advance that a little bit, you can go arms overhead. Same idea, right up. Number 2, we're gonna have a jump lunge, a little bit more plyometric exercise. And what we're gonna do here is, again, 5-second eccentric. You're gonna pop up, control on the way down, pop up, 5 seconds slow on the way down. If we need to modify, we can't jump. If you come up onto the toes, come down slow. Up onto the toes and down slow. Number 3, we're gonna go down for a push-up on the floor. Again, regular push-up, up top, down for 5 seconds. Press if we need to modify, down on your knees, and press. Lastly, we'll be doing some dips on the chair. When we get there, we'll pop into it. All right, guys, we're ready to go? All right, so starting off with our squats, 10 reps. So not for time, 10 reps, 5 seconds on the way down. Here we go. Again, if you want to advance, arms overhead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop up. Number 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop up. Down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Follow that same tempo, guys. Nice and easy on the way down. And up. We got 3 left. And up. And up. All right, guys, last one here. Nice and slow. 2 and 1 and up. Great job. All right, exercise number 2. Going into those jump lunges with the slow way down. Might feel a little similar, but again, we're focusing more on the power on the way up. slow on the way down. All right, catch your breath here, shake out your legs. All right, so we're gonna get ready in 3, 2, and 1. Come down slow. I got you, Mike. And pop. Down slow. And pop. Down slow. Soft knees when you land here. When you land, don't lock those knees. Want to keep them nice and protected. And pop. Good. Down slow. 2 and 1. And up. 3, 2, 1. 2 and 1. And up. Last one. And pop. Good job, guys. Again, shake those legs out. We're going to go down to the floor for our push-up. So again, on your way down here, 5 seconds. Again, reason, guys, why I'm stressing 5 seconds, that eccentric phase. That's where we're going to build most of our strength, most of your muscle mass, most of your stability. And it's a pretty safe way, again, to get a good control on your movement. All right, let's start those push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Down slow. 3, 2, and 1. Press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press. 3, 2, 1. And press. Back down. And press. And press. Back down slow. And press. Should feel your chest shaking a little bit. Shoulders, arms. Press. All right, guys, 2 left. Down slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drive. Last one. 3, 2, and 1. Press. Great job, guys. All right, next movement. Again, that chair or that bench you used for Mike. Let's go ahead and grab that. Next exercise is going to be our dips. So to set up, either get in front of your chair, a desk, a table, something that's not going to move. Arms are going to be on each side. And you want to take your elbows, corkscrew them into your body, squeeze them right into your ribs. And we're going to slide off the chair. If we want something a little harder, feet are going to be straight out. If you need to modify, bring your feet under to help you. All right, so we're going to go down again, 5 seconds, and go. Elbows in tight, dip down, press. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Press. Focus on your control here. Don't speed through these. Back down slow. And press. 5, 4, 3, 2, and press. Down slow. And press. And back up. Here we go, guys. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Press. Last 2. And press. Got 1 more. And press. Good job, guys. Let's move that chair out of the way. We have 1 more exercise. I'm sure everyone at home has been doing planks like crazy. We're going to add a little twist. So coming down to the ground, I want you guys on your forearms. Keep your hands apart. I want you to almost think like you're trying to pull the ground apart with your arms. So coming down, you're going to be up in that plank. We're going to add a little lateral hip dip. So again, just dipping that hip to the side. Just going left and right. And again, this one's for time. So we're just going to hold this for a minute. Just going side to side as controlled as you can. Keep that tailbone tucked underneath you. Keep that butt down. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Go. All right, guys. So we'll be down here for a minute. Again, take your time. We're only competing with ourselves. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about anybody you may have with you. Don't worry about what you see online. It's all about you. This 40 minutes is for you. All right, guys, we're halfway. Again, if this gets tough, cut out the lateral hip dips and go down to your knee. Keep that butt down. Draw that belly button in. 10 seconds, guys. You're doing awesome. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, thank you so much for following me through my segment. Again, I'm Stefano, Sarge, Ampersand, Integrative Wellness. Danielle's going to take it away. Go ahead, Mike.
All right, hello. Thank you, Stefano. Thank you, Mike. So heart rate was up. We were able to drop it a little bit, focus on muscle control and stability. And now we're going to get that heart rate up. And we're going to try to keep it there. We're going to try to keep it elevated for about 9 or so minutes. All right, so we're going to start off nice and light. Bring out your jump rope. Bring out your jump rope. There's no judgment for, I did a jump rope segment and I was a little rusty. So there we go, no messing up today. Let's bring out that jump rope. So I just want you to practice shifting your weight side to side. You can even do a low jump rope where basically I have, my feet are down. I'm just lifting my heels off the ground. So if you need to stay down, you can just go back to this. All right, so we're gonna kind of get into some fancy jump roping. And we're gonna do 1 foot. So I want you to kind of go on 1 foot again. That other foot can go in front or in back. So nice and low, we're not taking off the ground. Again, I challenge you, if you can kind of swing those arm movements are going to slowly increase your heart rate. All right, let's switch. Switch legs. Still have our jump rope. You may find that it's easier to do one side than the other. That's okay. Almost done. All right, I want you to go back to both legs. You can keep it low. All right, throw your jump rope. Good job. All right, so we're gonna go into butt kickers. Butt kickers, you're gonna take those legs, and you're gonna take your heels to your butt. Okay, so this, now my feet are raising higher off the ground, but I'm making that quick switch at the bottom. Okay, so I don't have a single foot on the ground for very long. All right, as we do this, we're gonna add in a straddle squat. So I'm gonna go into a straddle. I'm gonna touch down with one hand, then I'm going back into my butt kickers. So when I say drop, drop, right back into those butt kickers, and you're gonna switch hands. Drop. And if you want, hands stay overhead, that's going to increase your heart rate. So if you find that your heart rate isn't going up, there's like a magical button up there. So as soon as you raise those arms, heart rate goes up. Drop. 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 Come on, stay with me. Drop. 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 Now I'm just playing games. Drop. All right, butt kick it out. Woo! Nice job. All right, we're gonna go into some jumping jacks. So this is a lateral movement on the legs. We're gonna start with just the legs. So you can raise your elbows if you want. Focus just on the legs. If you need to modify, you're gonna catch your breath. You're just gonna step it out, okay? All right, we're gonna add a crisscross. We're gonna crisscross at the top. If you don't wanna crisscross, you're gonna continue doing lateral movements. Crisscross. Hands can be out to the side or in the center. Whew. All right, take those arms out front. We're going to start with mummy hands. Whew. Come on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, little break. Just march it out. We're going to stay low. See how low I am? March it out. All right, so heart rate got up a little bit. We're going to bring it down just a little bit before we go into our next segment. So we're going to go into a jumping jack. We're going to come out, and we're going to march, okay? Ready? So 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 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 Bring those arms up. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 2 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Awesome. So just march it out. Catch your breath. Slowly bring that heart rate down a little bit. More lateral movement. We're going to go into a skater. Now just watch around you because these skaters can get long. So just pay attention to what's around you. And it's up to you how long you want your skater. So it's just a tap. So if you want to start with a tap, there's no hop involved. And I want you to use your arms. You notice we're doing a lot of work on the legs. The arms are the key to help get that heart rate up. So pump your arms. All right, and when you're ready, if you want, you can add a hop. Side to side. Good, regulate that breathing. Deep breath in and out. Now you can stay with my pace. You can do moderate, or you can slow it down. You can go faster than me. I'm not going that fast right now. All right, now I want you to reach. We're going to have more arm involvement now. Reach for the floor, or reach for your knee or your ankle. So pump those arms, and I want you to reach. Final one. I want you to reach to the sky, now down. So reach to the sky, then tap down. Here's your chance to go fast. We got 10 seconds. You go as fast as you want. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Good job. March it out. Whew. All right, so we're going to lunge it forward. So I'll show you from the side and back. So these moving lunges are a good way to keep the heart rate elevated, but we're going to bring it down because we're not jumping. All right. So you can go forward or back. Arms can stay on your hips or overhead or at center, okay? So you pick. If you need that heart rate down, don't put your arms overhead. So I'm gonna leave it up there. All right, it's time to kick it up a notch. So we're gonna go out with the right, hop. Bring it back. Out with the left, hop, okay? If you wanna modify, you're gonna pulse. Pulse, bring it back. Pulse, bring it back. Or out, hop, bring it back. Before you travel back, make sure you are grounded on the floor. Hop. Good. Single hop, or you can do a pulse. Again, this isn't to spike the heart rate. This is just to kind of get it elevated and keep it there. We are almost done with these guys. Come on. Come on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's jog it out. Oh, we're just gonna go for a jog. Come on, you got 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. I know you can do it. We're gonna take our jog out. We're gonna pick up our pace. Fast feet, fast feet. Bring it in. Bring it out. Bring it in. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Now, move your arms. Come on, sprint to the finish. Sprint to the finish. To the side, looks like this. I'm going. But I'm not moving anywhere. Go, go, go. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Nice job. All right, we're gonna work on some moves to slowly bring our heart rate down. You don't wanna abruptly stop. All right, so we are going to walk it out, inchworm it out. We're gonna do a forward lift. Right, left, bring it back. Now, if you want to, you can add a jump at the top, or you can just stand. So we're gonna walk it out, forward lift, walk it back, jump or stand, depending on where your heart rate is. Forward lift, walk, stand or jump. We have about 10 more seconds, see if you can get 2 more reps in. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna walk it back. We're just gonna go into some air squats. And you can use your arms, bring them forward, swing them back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you just to bring that knee across, give it a squeeze. If you need a wall or your chair, you can hang on to that. Drop down, sink down low into that squat, come back over, bring that knee across. One more, bring it down, cross, down, and cross. Heart rate should be returning. Thank you. I didn't have much air to talk, but I am Dani, training with Be Dani Fit. I'm a group X instructor and director of YO Fit clubs. So you can see me a little bit everywhere. All right, Ben's gonna take us to our next segment. I'm ready for you, Ben.
All right, thank you, Danielle. Definitely worked up a good sweat there between all you guys. Hello, everyone. My name is Ben Fineman. I am the owner of Intuitive Roots, as you see the logo there. I'm going to be taking you through the flexibility and mobility component today. So we're going to slow it down now. We've done most of the hard work. So now we're just going to focus on a little bit of our joint and muscle tissue health. So mobility and flexibility, sometimes these terms get kind of intertwined. And I wanted to just take a minute here as we let our heart rate kind of settle in. Just kind of let you guys know what the difference is between the two. So when we talk about joint mobility, which we're going to do here first, we're talking about increasing the range of motion of our joints and really increasing the control over which we have over our joints. So we're going to do a little sequence here where we're going to do a little bit of joint mobility. We'll kind of get through some active range of motion work, trying to increase just the function of the muscle around certain joints in our body. And then we'll end it with a good just flexibility cool down where we'll just hold some more static stretches. We'll take advantage of the warm muscles that we have now from the workout, and we'll try to maximize our flexibility Just remembering that muscle tissue is elastic. When it's warmer and the temperature is increased, then we can stretch it to a little bit longer length. So that being said, let's get down. If you have a mat or if you have a carpeted surface, you're going to want something soft. And let me adjust my screen here. We're going to start down on the hands and knees. So I like to incorporate some yoga type poses into my mobility work. I feel like they really actively hit a lot of joints, and we can really just kind of slow things down and increase that range of motion. So let's get our tops of the feet against the floor. We're just going to be in a tall tabletop position. We're going to stack our hands right under the shoulders, and we're going to get a nice deep inhale. So that's one more thing here. Try to get real deep breaths, and we're just trying to get some deep compression. So let's get a strong inhale. We're going to sink back into our hips. Get as far back as you can, and then we're going to press our hands into the floor, and we're going to pull back through. We're going to get a strong exhale, and we're going to pull our hips to the floor. We're going to try to take our eyes toward the ceiling. So we're going to give it 5 of these. Inhale back. Get as far back as you can, sink into those hips, and then exhale as we pull forward. So we're going to give it 3 more of these, and try to match your breathing with the motion. Inhale back. And exhale forward. 2 more. Keeping those tops of the feet against the floor. And only press back as far as your hips let you. Don't try to force a range of motion that's not there. Just work with what your body's giving you. And the more you do this, the gradually you'll increase your mobility. All right, that's the last one here. Let's bring it back to our tabletop position, keeping those tops of the feet against the floor. And now we're going to do some cat-cow. So we'll work on our thoracic spine, which is basically the spinal portion in your upper back. So when we think about, if we look down the body from head to toe real quick, we have some joints that are more for mobility and some that are more for stability. Our upper back is a portion that we want to try to keep mobile and keep our shoulder blades active. So we're going to really press up to the ceiling, get a strong exhale, create some space with your shoulder blades, and then arch back into the hips and look up toward the ceiling. So exhale up, and then inhale down. I'll give you guys a side view here. So 3 more of these, and you can tuck your toes under. Press up as high as you can, suck the stomach in, and then sink back out of it. And let's give it 1 more of these. Good, all right, we're gonna keep it down in this position now, and we're gonna do a little bit more thoracic spine work. So one of the other motions that this part of our body does is rotation. So it's good to have some rotary component in our workouts so we keep these joints and muscles on the upper back healthy. So let's take our right hand. We're going to get a nice inhale. We're going to get a nice exhale, take it up. We're going to inhale, take it underneath, thread it underneath the body, and then as you bring it back up, good exhale. So inhale down. Exhale up. We'll go 3 more. Trying to open up that upper back. And again, try not to force a range of motion that's not there. Just work with whatever your body's giving you today. All right, let's gently bring that right hand down. And now we'll take the left hand up. Inhale underneath. And exhale as we bring it up. Two more. And last one. Good. All right. So shoulders and upper back, definitely 2 areas of the body we want to try to keep really mobile. I would say they're 2 of the most important. One of the other more important is our hips. So if you have restricted hips, they're really gonna be a limiting factor in certain exercises you can do, squatting being a major one. So let's do the next one that we can get a little bit more mobile with our hips. So what we'll do here, we're gonna bring it into a half kneeling position. So on the back, you're gonna have the top of your foot against the floor. And then on the front, you can just put your hands on the hips. We're just gonna press into that hip, and then we're also gonna try to lengthen our hamstrings on the way back. So we're just gonna kind of rock back to our heel then. If you want, you can put your hands down for balance, and you're just gonna try to sit back. Again, don't force any range of motion that isn't there. Just go, even if you can only get to about there, that's fine. Put those hands down if you need it. And then exhale as you press forward. Inhale as you bring it back. Let's give it 3 more of these. And then we'll switch sides. Really just sit back, try to feel those hamstrings lengthen out. This is the last one. All right, before we switch sides, stay up in this position. We're gonna also work on our ankle now. So ankle restrictions, another big limiting factor for squatting, lunging. If you have really bad ankle mobility, it's really gonna hinder all the lower body work you can do, anything from a deadlift to a squat to a lunge. We wanna keep our ankles nice and mobile. What we can do here, wherever your foot is, bring it in about 1 foot length. We want it a little bit closer to the body now. So further away from the body, we're gonna get more hip. As we move that foot in, we're gonna get more ankle. So what we're gonna do here, you can just gently place your hands on the thigh. You're gonna try to keep your foot completely flat. And we're just gonna try to press that knee out as far as you can. You try not to let the heel or toes lift at all. And then you're just gonna gently bring it back. And just press out as far as your body allows. If you feel your heel pulling off the ground or anything like that, then don't go quite as far. But we're just giving it 5 here, breathing in and out, and just trying to really lubricate the ankle joints here. I think of mobility work is kind of like giving your body and your joints an oil change. You're just trying to keep everything lubricated and moving nice and feeling good. We'll give it 1 more. All right, let's switch it to the other side now. So let's get the right foot forward. Remember, for the first one, top of the foot is against the floor. You're gonna have that foot a little further out, and we're gonna press into the hip, get a stretch in the hip flexors, and then we're gonna sink back into the hamstring. Again, whatever range of motion your body can handle. You're not gonna be able to make drastic improvements in 1 session here. This is one of those things that's gonna be a slow, gradual progression over time. But if you're consistent with it, then you should see improvements, within a month or so. 2 more of these. Last one, bring it back out. All right, and let's slide our foot in about 1 foot length, hands up top, and now we'll just work into the ankle. Remember, trying to keep that foot flat, pressing forward, really trying to work some mobility into that ankle. Try not to let the foot pull from the floor. And you should feel good stretch in your Achilles on that back side of the foot. If you're having any issues, you can move your foot up a little bit further if you need to. Let's just give it 1 more here. All right, so that's going to be the mobility component. Now we'll get into the flexibility. So the mobility, just remember, you're trying to really improve the health of your joints. You're trying to improve the function of your joints. So that's really where mobility is going to come in, how well you can control the joints. And again, I would consider the upper back, shoulders, hips, and ankles to be where most people are generally restricted. So those are good areas of the body to try to increase your mobility and range of motion. All right, now let's work on some flexibility. So the first exercise we're going to hit will pretty much do what we did in that first mobility drill. We're going to get our hands planted. We're going to sink back into the hips, and now we're just going to hold this, and we'll hold each stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds here. Let's just go 20 seconds today. So let's lower your head all the way to the mat, and then I just want you to kind of pull back with the palms, really sink back into the hips as far as you can, and then just create a little pressure by pulling backward with the palms. Feel that stretch in the upper back, and then we're just getting deep breaths as we hold this stretch. So in the nose, out the mouth, getting a good stretch into the hips and down the spinal column. few more breaths here and then we'll pull ourselves out of it. All right, let's bring it forward. We're going to keep focusing on our hips next. So we'll do next a modified pigeon stretch. So I just want you to bring it up into a high plank, and we're going to pull our right knee forward, and then we're just going to kind of set it down. So a few options here. You can just hold here if that's all your body's going to give you. If you want to go deeper, you can get the top of the back foot against the floor, and you can really reach that opposite leg back, and then you can try to bring yourself down to your forearms. Again, this is an individual thing. If your body doesn't have this flexibility, then just hold high. If you can get down lower, then get down lower and try to get your hip as close to the mat as you can. If you're feeling a lot of pain, just ease up, hold wherever is right for you. Stretching should not be painful. You should feel good, tight, full, but you want to avoid pain as much as you possibly can. Give it a few more seconds here, really sink into that hip. All right, and let's bring ourselves back up. Try to lift that leg away, bring it back to that high plank, and let's bring it up with the opposite leg. So just set that knee down, reach that opposite leg back, and if you're going down to the forearms, take it down to the forearms, and just get a good stretch. So we're hitting the outer hip now, we're gonna get the inner hip next. Breathe it out, deep breaths in the nose, out the mouth. Continuing to slow your heart rate and just letting those muscles stretch. Keep oxygenating those muscles. All right, let's bring it up to our hands. Let's bring it back to our high plank. So a few options here. You can do this next one from a high plank, or you can just be down on your knees. But what you're gonna do first, take your left foot to your left hand, and then you can just drop that back knee. So now we're going to work on stretching more of our inside of our thigh in those hip flexors. If you want to go deeper, again, you have the option to bring it down to the forearms. So some call this a runner stretch, or in yoga, you call it a lizard pose, but it's really hitting the inside of the thighs. So again, if you need to, you can hold it up top, but just really try to lengthen them out. Few more seconds and then we'll switch sides. All right, let's bring it up. If you weren't already high, and then let's go to the other side. So either from that high plank or from that kneeling position, bring the right foot to the right hand, hold here, or if you want, option to go down to the forearms and get a little bit deeper. All right, let's come up to a tall seated position now. We got the lower body pretty good there. Let's get our shoulders so we can kind of finish it out here. So let's just interlock our fingers. We're gonna reach out front. You're gonna pull those fingertips apart. You're gonna get a good stretch down the shoulders into the forearms. Sitting nice and tall. You can just have the tops of the feet against the floor. Really pulling apart those fingers, stretching everything out. We're almost done here. All right, and this next one, let's try to get the chest a little bit now. So we're gonna roll our shoulders up and down the back. Once you're behind, you're gonna interlock those fingers and you're gonna pull apart. And we're gonna try to stretch the front side of the shoulders and the chest. So really pull the pecs apart here. Getting some nice deep breaths. Expand the rib cage here, get some nice deep breaths in. Letting those pecs stretch. And we'll do one more. I know we were holding the arms overhead a lot today, even though we were doing a lot of push-ups. So even though we weren't pressing heavy weight, just holding those arms up can get the shoulders and traps a little tight and the triceps. So let's bring one arm over top. We're gonna grab on the wrist with the opposite arm. And we're just gonna pull backwards, mainly stretching the triceps, but it's gonna get a little bit into the shoulder. Again, just keeping that breath flowing, slowing that heart rate down, letting the body relax, trying to let the muscles relax now. And let's finish on the other side. Last stretch here, and then we've completed the entire workout. And relax. All right, before I kick it back to Mike here, one thing I did want to end on. So I know one of the things we did not talk about is body composition. So that's basically the amount of muscle, lean tissue compared to the fat mass you have in your body. So all the stuff that these other three did, your muscular endurance work, your strength work, your cardio are going to play into that heavily. As far as the flexibility and mobility, it's going to be more indirect. So with these, you're just going to want to make sure that you're mobile and you're flexible, and that's going to allow you to do all of those other three things well, which should help with your body composition. So I'm going to kick it back to Mike to send us out. Thank you guys, and hopefully we'll see you back for another one of these in the near future.
All right, thanks, Ben. Thanks, Stefano. Thanks, Danielle. I just wanted to do a quick message here, and I realized that before this whole coronavirus happened, we were a community. Everybody was together. We were actually physically together, but we were more divided than ever. I think this virus has done a good thing in some capacity. It's bringing us together. These three people on this call, I saw them periodically, but we weren't able to talk like we are now. So now we're, think of your community as like a community united versus a community divided. Spend this time, looks like we're gonna have another month or so of this. Reach out to the people that you really love and respect and spend this time that you have connecting with them. Develop those relationships that are gonna continue pushing you forward in your life, and try and take a good hard look at what you're doing that's serving you and what you're doing that's hurting you. I'm gonna continue to try and bring things like this to help you guys out. I'm already thinking about doing one where we do this again and we donate any tips that we get through PayPal. We'll donate half of it to a local small business that may be struggling, and just stuff like that that I'm kind of working towards. So if you like this or love this, please share it and tell somebody about it. As Stefano said the other day, we spent about 6 hours putting this together. This isn't something that we just jumped on today and said, hey, let's go. So we're doing this because we want to help you guys, because we love you and care about you. I'm going to leave the floor to anybody else that wants to say something on the call right now, but thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. This was great. And everyone out there that was joining today, just keep pushing yourself. Definitely through this time, I think if anything, with this whole virus coming on, now is more of a time than ever to really think about your health and keep yourself in good shape and good health. So God forbid you would contract an illness like this, your immune system has that much more of a fighting chance. So.
Yeah, thank you. We're not supposed to be doing life alone. Don't be alone.